one Airrack'S dating show, and if you've ever wondered what it's like to be put up against 50 other girls to compete for somebody's love on a YouTube channel with 5+ million subscribers, keep watching this video. You've probably already seen Airrack'S video, but I'm sure you're curious about all the behind the scenes, and that is what this is for. Let's roll it back to the night before filming. It's 8 p.m. I get a text from my roommate. She says, Skylar, there's this opportunity to be on a dating show. You have to do it. I say, I'm good. And she said, Skylar, you literally never know what this could lead to. And I said, okay, I'll go for it. I knew that there was a talent show, a yacht party, and then the rest was a mystery. Call time is 8 a.m. I have 12 hours until I'm supposed to be at the studio. So I'm freaking out, I'm running around, trying to get everything together. It was pure chaos, and then I thought, oh my gosh, wait, I could low-key meet the love of my life on this show tomorrow. So then I got really excited. I couldn't really sleep. It's about 2:30 in the morning, and I start making banana bread. I'm not nervous, I'm competitive. Banana bread is like my go-to specialty comfort food. So I'm making banana bread, I've got a face mask on, it is so late, I'm chilling. I figure, okay, I can get 3 hours of sleep and potentially have met the love of my life. So I set my alarm clock for 6 o'clock. My goal is to be there early, and it does not go off. Next thing I know, my roommate is waking me up at 10:45 saying, Skylar, you missed the whole thing. I was devastated. I'm 24 minutes from the studio anyways, so I'm kind of giving up. And then my roommate Steph comes in and saves the morning. She says, Skylar, who cares? You've missed almost 3 hours of this. It's a YouTube video. Strut in that studio with your guitar, sing to Jack, make him vote you in, make Airrack vote you in. And I said, okay, it's a plan. I had 0 time to get ready. I was literally going to walk out in my pajamas. And she said, Skylar, you gotta wear something a little hot. So she pulled out a different outfit and she packed my entire bag. And as I'm driving, still not even knowing if they're gonna let me into the studio, I realized I'm going to have to do something so out of the box with my talent that Jack and Airrack would not be able to resist sending me on to the next round. So I start writing a song in my car as I'm driving through every red light. I'm pulling out my phone at a red light, mom, writing down lyrics and thinking of ideas of what I could potentially sing to Jack that's going to win him over for this round.
Hey Jack, I got a fact for you. 100 girls in the room all want you, and I was so nervous I couldn't sleep last night.
So I whip in with my car, I grab my guitar, and I run into that studio. And pretty much immediately, I'm whisked away into this interview room, and it is chaotic. It's Iman, Mac, Max, all the guys that you probably have seen on YouTube, and they're interviewing me. And then as I exit, I start seeing all of the girls, and they are so beautiful and talented, and I'm watching them warm up for their talent. Competition is stiff. There were girls doing handstands on skateboards and fire breathing and contortion stuff. Also had printed out giant pictures of Jack. There are beautiful and tall Russian models. At this point, I don't even know what Jack looks like. I don't even know much about him. All I know is that I've written this song. I know his name is Jack. So round 2 commences, and I know you've seen on Airrack'S video what the talent show looked like, but what you may not know is what happened behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, all of us girls go into a green room, and Hayden, who's one of the producers, and Iman, who's the guy who won the last dating show, they're asking us what order we want to go in to audition. I'm thinking I should probably go last, since my whole spiel is that I'm running late and I just wrote this song about Jack, so I'm kind of hanging back. But strategy on this show is everything. Well, the first girl, Megan, goes up and she is gorgeous and she's a skater girl. She goes on stage, skates across the stage once, and there's an instant love connection. Jack says, yes, you're going through to the next round. And the next girl goes up and she gets a yes. And the next girl goes up and the next girl and the next girl also gets a yes. There is no way Jack can say yes to all of us. We're not gonna go through. He's almost already used all of his yeses on the first 5 girls. He's probably gonna have to say no to all of us. And I thought my saving grace is just the fact that I wrote a song about Jack. And surely no other girl was gonna do that, right? Dead wrong. This girl Hannah goes up on stage and she sings an amazing song about Jack. Jack says yes to her, and I think to myself, there is no way Jack's gonna give a yes to me. But I talked to Iman about it and he hypes me up and he says, Skylar, you totally got this. Just go on stage and give it your best. I say, okay, Iman, thanks for the hype up session. And I walk on stage and I see Jack and I actually get so nervous. And Jack says, are you nervous? And I said, yeah, a little bit. But I proceed with confidence to sing this song to Jack, and everybody's mouth drops. And Jack says, absolutely yes. He was like, what's your name again? And I was like, Skylar. What's your name again? And he was like, Jack. And we had a little moment. Let's go to round 3, the yacht party. Now here's the deal. What I had envisioned was a super fun, amazing yacht party where it's 90 degrees outside, because I'm a Florida girl, with a bunch of girls having fun in our swimsuits, maybe some slow-mo water gun action. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't what I walked into, which was high 50s, low 60-degree weather, no sun, a lot of wind. It is freezing cold, and I don't do the cold very well, so I looked in the bag that my roommate had packed for me. Inside, I find a onesie. I'm so cold. I'm not gonna walk on this yacht just in my swimsuit, so I put on this whole onesie. This thing kept me so warm in times of trial, and I have to say that even though I looked like a middle schooler at a sleepover party, I for sure was the warmest person there, and that made my personal yacht experience so much fun. So I walk up to the yacht in my onesie. I'm pretty ready to go, and then Airrack dropped some seriously bad news. 2 of the girls have to be voted off and won't even get an opportunity to go on the yacht. And automatically my heart drops because I'm not even sure if Jack's going to let me on. We have just spent the last 3 hours waiting to get on this yacht in a bus and outside chilling in a U-Haul. In those 3 hours, we became such dear friends. So I'm holding my breath. This is the second time Jack has a chance to eliminate me. He looks at the girls, we're all in a line, and he points to me and he says, "Skylar, you're in." Sigh of relief. I make my way to the yacht. Airrack says, "Skylar, you better come back and give Jack a hug." So I give Jack a hug, say thank you for letting me on the next round, and I sit down in the yacht and I find a vegetable tray and I start eating veggies because I am hungry. The only food and sustenance that has brought me through the entire day so far has been banana bread, which by the way was a hit. Everybody wanted a slice of Skylar's banana bread, but I will never let anybody know the secret recipe. Anyways, Jack votes off 2 of the girls. It was really sad. And then the producers are like, "We gotta spice this up." So we start playing spin the bottle. Of course, it lands on me first, and I'm not ready to kiss Jack. Let's be fair. I haven't even spent any time with him. We finally get our one-on-ones. You've probably seen that in the video, but what you probably don't know are the conversations that went on behind the scenes. All of us girls were kind of placing bets on who was going to go in the top 3. And a couple of the girls had low-key friend-zoned Jack. And at this point, most of the girls are looking at Megan and I and April. You guys are gonna be top 3. Were they accurate? Were they not? You gotta keep watching to find out. Also, side note, my one-on-one time with Jack was actually so sweet. He was just such a genuine person, and I really loved getting to know him. One thing that I did notice, which was so weird, he asked me if I could point out where San Francisco is, but my phone broke the week prior, and I was having to navigate LA after just moving here about a month ago with just my mind and my knowledge of directions. So I start calculating in my head, okay, I think San Francisco's this way? And he was like, correct. And I knew in that moment, if that's important to him, which is so random, but I mean, okay, whatever, it's a YouTube dating show, I was probably gonna make it through to the next round. So we get off the yacht. When we get on the party bus on the way to round 4, the girls and I start changing into our nighttime wear. And let me tell you, Megan behind me is wearing the exact same outfit. Crop top with a floral pattern, white jacket, slightly baggy jeans, and sneakers. I mean, come on. And we don't really say anything to each other, but you can tell that in the moment, there was a lot of tension because we literally look exactly the same, and everybody's been saying we'll probably be in the top 2. Hear from Airrack that we're going to Jack's family's house to meet his whole family. And I'm like, shoot, I have had 1 5-minute conversation with Jack and I'm meeting his whole family. This is a YouTube video. There has to be a catch. I'm starting to think there's a test involved and this isn't even really his real family. My competitive edge started kicking in, and now your girl wanted to win. Bring it on, let's go. So we walk to the house, we stand in the driveway, and Airrack announces another thing that just brings the mood so far down. Jack, you're going to have to only keep 3 people and eliminate all the other girls. Keep in mind, even though Airrack's video is only 10-15 minutes, this was between 12 and 14 hours of filming. So these girls and I, we are committed. To have to eliminate a couple girls right before we can start to see the finish line was so tragic. We asked some girls to step forward, and then he tells those girls that they are eliminated. The only people left are Megan, April, and I. We're all wearing the same thing. And of course, what's new? We know nothing. At this point, April, Megan, and I are sitting in this garage for quite a while. Airrack comes out and he instructs us one by one to go into the house. And Megan offers to go first again. This girl has gone first for everything, which I feel like was a very tactical move. And we don't see her for a while, but all I hear is a ton of yelling in the house. And then I see Megan walk out as if she had seen a ghost. She looked kind of petrified, and I was like, what is happening in there? And she was like, I can't tell you, but good luck. And that's all I got. Right, here we go. I don't know what to expect, but I do kind of expect that it has to be acting. It has to be something for the YouTube channel. So I walk up to the front door after being all mic'd up. Jack greets me at the door. I walk in, I shared my story and what I'm doing in LA and why I moved here to pursue music. Jack's brother runs downstairs and immediately starts throwing insults at me. I was expecting Jack to be a hero. I thought maybe this is a test for him. Maybe he's supposed to stand up and defend me. I'm like a warrior, like a man. But no, he literally sits there. So I just kind of stood there and defended myself. And then all of a sudden, Jack's brother starts tackling Jack to the floor. Dude, I just started laughing. Because look, it wasn't like Jack was in danger. And you know, I didn't feel like I had to interfere because it wasn't like Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. Honestly, I wouldn't want to have to be the person to save the day, right? Like Jack could fend for himself. And that's when I know this is a YouTube video. This is 100% for show. There is no way that's actually Jack's brother. Look across the living room and there are these big windows and there is Eric's whole team. They're all just standing there with their cameras filming the whole thing, and I truly thought that I was going to be disqualified because let's be honest, I didn't really help out the situation. I just kind of watched the whole thing go down. I didn't really feel like it was my responsibility to intrude on this little wrestling match, but I also knew that it was fake. So I was like, how would somebody act in this situation when I know that it's fake? So I think this is the end. Don't think I'm winning and my competitive spirit is dying. Then all of a sudden, this limo pulls up and Iman says, Skylar, it's time to go to the final destination. Woo! Final 3 after waking up late, missing my alarm clock, not even sure if I was going to be able to compete for Jack's love. We're sitting in a fancy limo on our way to the final location. Round 5, the picnic date. Now, if you know me, you know I love charcuterie. I live for picnics and I was so excited to get to this part of the show. We're riding in the limo, we're chilling, I'm feeling like a winner. We get out of the limo and of course, there's a twist. Eric says, Jack, you're going to have to eliminate one of the girls. The 4 of us are sitting around at this picnic and it's time to start the rose ceremony. This is a big moment. He gives the first rose to Megan and then it's just April and I. And it was so funny, before Jack could even get a word out, April's like, you know what, buddy? I think you're a little too young for me. I think we should be friends, bro. I'm peacing out. Megan and I, top 2. And at this point, I am so happy. There is a bunch of charcuterie in front of me. I'm grabbing a plate. Blueberries, strawberries, crackers, cheese. Jack starts asking us some really intentional questions, like marriage. And then he starts talking about cheese a lot. He has an earpiece in his ear. Eric and Iman and all the guys are telling him to say certain things. So he starts talking about his cheese obsession and cheese all the time. 4 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. And what's really funny is that I can even relate to it in a very real way. Like when I was growing up, my Italian grandmother would import big wheels of cheese from Italy and give it to all of her grandkids, and I was obsessed with Pecorino Romano, so I legitimately did eat cheese all the time when I was younger. I knew that it wasn't true for Jack. I was totally playing into it because it was real for me. Jack takes a block of cheese and throws it, probably off a cliff because we were picnicking in the Palisades. I was a little shook because I low-key really wanted that cheese. Question eventually comes up, why should I win over Megan? And Megan had to answer. And we kind of looked at each other and we were like, honestly, Jack, at this point, we've been through enough. It's been a long day. 12 to 14 hours of filming. You could choose either one of us and we would be okay. But then I thought, you know what? I really do want to win, so I start pleading my case. He's an artist, I'm an artist. We could be writing songs together on the beach with our guitars and write some music. You've seen the title of this video, you've probably seen Eric's video. You know I won, and it was so much fun. Eric told me that if I won, I'd have to tell Jack that I was already in a relationship to make the video a little spicy. So I said what I said. Eric cleared things up, and that was one of the weirdest days of my life. You will probably have to subscribe and keep watching to see if anything happens with Jack and I. I am so grateful for the experience, not only meeting Eric's team and his friends, but also meeting Megan and a bunch of the girls, and Jack was super awesome. Just moved to LA from a pretty small town in Florida. As a creative out here, I've noticed that there's just always something going on that could be life-changing within a day. If you've watched this far, there's gonna be something worth sticking around for future videos, so subscribe to the channel, like, comment, all the things. I just moved to LA. I also really want to document the process of me becoming a bigger pop artist here, along with all the crazy things that I know will pop up last minute, just like this whole dating video did, literally finding out about this about 24 hours before the video actually took place. A little message to Eric, you have so many awesome people on your team and I'm so grateful to have been a part of it and to work alongside you for this video. You have a lot of cool guys on your channel, but I think you could probably use another girl. So if you ever need a future girl character for any of your videos, let me know. I am so down. It was so much fun being in this video and I can't wait to see what's next. And to Jack, you had a really hard job, so thanks for picking me. So many amazing girls in the group and it was so fun meeting all of them. Okay, that's everything. Till next week.